always intervene. It reminds me of that expression, if you see something, say something. When an incident of homophobia comes up in your classroom, it's important that you take a risk and step in right away to address it. This is especially important for those LGBTQ students who are still in the closet sitting in your classroom. I was one of those kids, and I'll never forget Mr. Turner in our grade 7 class telling everyone it's okay for a boy to like another boy. That meant a lot to me.
Show your support. As a teacher or educator, you can show your support for the LGBTQ community by putting up symbols such as rainbow flags, pride stickers, or even having brochures around for students to feel comfortable and safe. They all serve as excellent reminders that schools are meant to be a safe space. Other things that you could do include organizing activities around Pride Month to celebrate LGBTQ pride.
There's no one right approach. I often hear from teachers who are stressed out about finding the one right line to say or the one strategy to deal with every incidence of homophobia in the classroom. I tell them homophobia manifests itself in many different ways, and so there are lots of different responses. The context is important. It depends. Was it a grade 1 student in the classroom? A grade 10 student in the hallway? There's lots of different responses. So a better strategy is to build a toolkit of information and knowledge so that when an incident happens, you can tailor your response to that specific example.
Create a respectful classroom environment. As a teacher, when you're creating your classroom rules together at the beginning of the year, it's important to define what respect is and explain its role in the classroom. That way, if a homophobic incident does occur, you are able to address the behavior and explain why it goes against the classroom environment that you've all agreed to create.
Be apathetic. It's important that you try to see the world from the perspective of your LGBTQ students. And there are lots of ways you can do this. For example, visualization exercises, where you try to imagine what the school day actually looks like for your LGBTQ students, both those in the closet and out. Reading stories from this perspective, or talking to your out LGBTQ students about their struggles. Not only will this be a really meaningful act to all students in your classroom, it'll make you a better teacher.
Make your class an accessible space. As educators, we have the opportunity to develop a greater sense of normalcy around topics such as homosexuality and gender transitioning. But this requires practices such as acknowledging same-sex family structures, offering students books that challenge social norms, like a boy who wears a dress or a girl with 2 mothers, and allowing them opportunities to write about LGBTQ role models. For example, if assigning a biography project, you might suggest prominent LGBTQ role models such as Ellen DeGeneres or Anderson Cooper.
Wishing you a happy Pride from Oise.
Happy Pride from Oise!